So, I asked Americans what they really think about the UK. Some of the answers were surprising, to say the least. Now, I want to know what you think. Drop a comment below.
As pathetic response to Henry Nowaks' death. Look at Keir Starmer in 2020 shamelessly kneeling and grandstanding over George Floyd, a drug-addicted repeat criminal who died of a fentanyl overdose after resisting arrest. He declared Floyd's death shone a spotlight on the racism, discrimination, and injustice experienced by those from black and minority ethnic communities in the U.S., the UK, and across the world. He said, quote, "We must also reflect on our own injustices in our own country. Now, more than ever, it's incumbent on us to ensure that this is a turning point. We must face up to it and understand and address the systemic racial discrimination that exists. The Labour Party stands with the black community in our country and across the world because Black Lives Matter." What the F was he talking about? There was never any evidence George Floyd's death was about racism, yet Starmer spread this dangerous misinformation and pushed the BLM agenda hard. Fast forward to Henry Nowak, an innocent 18-year-old British student stabbed to death. As he lay bleeding, his killer falsely cried racism, and police, terrified of race complaints after years of this toxic training, handcuffed the dying boy instead of saving him. Henry begged for help and died without dignity. Where was Starmer's outrage? The same man who made Floyd a martyr now offers weak platitudes and says he felt sick. No kneeling, no grand speeches, no White Lives Matter, no chance he would ever say that. You can draw a straight line from Keir Starmer's 2020 hysteria and Black Lives Matter worship through the race-obsessed policing rules he championed straight to the appalling treatment of Henry Nowak. He helped create this climate. Then he became prime minister with the power to implement his dangerous ideas, and he did exactly that. Policing is now paralyzed by fear of racism accusations while British kids pay with their lives. This is a national scandal. Keir Starmer owns this disaster. What a spineless two-tier hypocrite, a complete and utter disgrace to Britain. But we don't have to go back to 2020. We don't have to go back to 2024. We can go 2 months back. 1 month. Exactly 1 month ago, there was an attack at Golders Green. And this was the way Keir Starmer reacted to that. We can go to clip number 43 now. So again, Henry Nowak dies in a racially motivated, racially tainted attack where police accuse him of being a racist, handcuff him as he lays dying. He does die from it. And Keir Starmer's response is basically, shut up. You're not allowed to politicize this. You can't do anything about this. And even the hint of the suggestion that we should do something, systemically to deal with the consequences of all this stuff is outrageous, and you're the bad one for making that statement. Meanwhile, 2 Jews get sliced but not killed. It's all hands on deck. I've called an emergency Cobra meeting. We're releasing funds. We're listening to the community. We're doing everything we possibly can to ensure their safety in this trying time. Oh, a white guy got stabbed? Who cares? Who cares? A man is murdered, and yet somehow the real problem is that people are angry about it. Children are gang raped, and somehow the real problem is that people keep mentioning it and dividing communities. This is moral inversion. That's the phrase. That's the word. That's what's happening constantly to us all of the time. The person that's dividing the community is the murderer, not the people responding to the murderer. People dividing the community are the people telling you you have to accept the murder because otherwise you're making people feel unwelcome. You people are the bad ones. You people are the ones causing the problems. It's moral inversion to then blame the victims for the chaos that you've created. He says crime divides community. Institutional failure divides communities. Cover-ups, euphemisms, cowardice, and elite contempt divide communities. This is community coming together to beat up the cops. The left says you can't blame all Sikhs for killing Henry Nowak. You can't blame all Muslims for Islamic terrorist attacks. You can't blame all Pakistanis for grooming gangs, but all white people today are to blame for slavery in the 1800s. Hopefully it's clear now. Hopefully I've made the case that Keir Starmer just literally hates white people and will pour out endless empathy and concern for literally everybody else. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter if the attack is real. Doesn't matter if it's actually racialized. Doesn't matter if it actually has political implications. He will politicize it. He will racialize it. He will take advantage of it. He will cry crocodile tears. and he will swear and pledge the whole of the British government in support of those people as long as they're Muslim or Jewish or Sikh or Hindu or just not white. As long as they're not white, he is at your beck and call.